I remember having conversations with random people in Philadelphia when I first got there. And it almost seems like they on cue knew whenever I brought up murals, they're like, "Oh, Philadelphia has more murals than any city in the country." They like you speaking to the bus driver, and
They
if you're
know
not talking about the Eagles, or talking about
about
whatever,
murals.
like they know. Oh yeah, you're a muralist. Philadelphia has more, and it's just like, So I think, and just when it comes to an example of a program that um, is managing its nature, it's managing position between, well, it's mostly public sector funding
Mhm.
and just again branding itself and hiring people. Like if you go to Philadelphia and work as an artist, like it's such a impressive vortex
Yeah.
of energy, the Philadelphia Mural Arts, and even to this day, like I can reach out to them, and I'm likely going to work with them a few more times before before my life is over, so yeah, like it's I like I said, I think what they've been doing and what Jane's been doing, and tremendous energy,
Mhm.
that she's executed with that,
It was actually the first place where I saw a black muralist painting images of, you know, black people in a positive, inspiring light, and I was just blown away. Like, that's legal.
yeah,
He
yeah,
can do that. He's not. I see he had like, in my imagination, like 100 cans of paint. I'm like, he's not running from the police. That's not
yeah, yeah.
graffiti, or he's actually up there legit
Sure,
doing
sure.
this work. I
Yeah,
had a million and one questions, but I knew I was inspired from that moment.
sure,
And more
sure.
than likely, he was with the Philadelphia Mural Arts. Because I was young when, my aunts lived in Philadelphia, so I used to just go there for family reunions and things.
Sure, sure, sure. But yeah, no, like even you mentioned the anti-graffiti network, and how that was sort of how early on how the Philadelphia Mural Arts branded themselves.
Hmm.
And but they were smart enough to recognize that, that the tides were shifting.
Yeah,
And now we are actually, like graffiti is actually seen as an art form,
right.
and bringing in graffiti artists to execute, projects is important because of the changing times. And I I just have to give them a lot of props.